Welcome to That Pony Show, the weekly show where we talk about the latest episode that happened.
The Pony Show.
We don't
Yeah,
really
That
even
Pony
need an
Show.
intro. It's just us talking about a fucking show about tiny horses.
Yeah, it's pretty much just like, hey, welcome to That Pony Show. We're talking about this thing.
We talk about That Pony Show, which we all enjoy. But before we go any further, my name is Mummified Thunderbirds. I'm the host and show manager. I'm joined this week by...
Commander Sparkle.
Medibobo.
Sweet. Smooth is missing this time.
Yeah. Smooth's not here, though, now.
Unfortunately, Smooth is not here, and we have to carry on without him. He had something come up last minute where he couldn't be with us tonight. But
Yeah,
we shall
he
carry
got
on.
a letter from his mother saying that she was sick.
Yeah, clearly. So this week we are going to be talking about Rarity Investigates, the latest episode of My Little Pony, Season 5, Episode 15, and a nice little continuation from last week. Like,
pretty fucking dope. I loved the way they introed this episode. Like, starting it off immediately with continuity. Great way to come back from this hiatus. I'm very happy with that.
yeah, continuing
Really
on
highlight.
with last week's what would you call it? Like,
Candlelock Boutique.
no, like the aspect that like plot fixing. I don't know. Like the fact that the end result of yesterday's or last week's episode is the beginning of this week's episode. The fact that it's like, yeah, okay, yeah, these are your new dresses. Let's put them out. Continuity or whatever. I don't fucking know. Anyway, I like it. So we open up with Rarity in her new boutique with proper management from Sassy Saddles and showing off whatever brand new design, whatever whoop-de-fucking-do from Rarity. And then all of a sudden, Rainbow Dash just busts in and fucking wrecks the place right after she just gets done. It's a little details.
Done talking literally about her attention to detail, and then Rainbow Dash fucks it.
Just destroys everything.
That seems like a metaphor for some of this episode.
It's just literally like, my exact reaction was, oh, fuck, God damn it, Rainbow. Like, seriously? Fucking hell.
You'd think that she'd be a little bit more careful.
You'd think, but sadly
I
she's
guess
not. So, Rarity then explains off the fact that it's like, oh yeah, these are my brand new lines from whatever detective thing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, feminist what? I cannot... She said
What?
it was... She said, like, the line or the series was feminist something and blah, blah, blah. And I heard that, like, 4 times, and I still could not understand what the hell she was saying. Like, either the story that she was talking about with whatever character or...
I honestly thought the show was rerunning at that point because I wasn't expecting such continuity. So I wasn't paying attention to, like, they had already gotten deep into the characters, or deep into the episode. And by deep into the episode, when they moved to the ballroom.
Yeah.
Also, the line is called Femme Mystique Chic.
Okay. I did not hear that at all. And I was like, wait, what?
With the detective Shadow Spade.
I get it.
Which I love. I love the fact that it's Shadow Spade because, you know.
Anyways, when I started paying attention to the episode, it was right around the time that they got to the ballroom after Rarity and Rainbow got all dressed up.
Yeah, admittedly, that is pretty much where the episode meat actually starts, and we don't actually just, have lingering whatever of what happened last week.
I mean, except for the fact that part of it is sort of building up what this... You can tell what this episode... I mean, other than from the name of it, you can sort of... from the very second they start it, you can tell that it's going to be this whole noir kind of thing where... Because the second she was, like, talking about attention to detail, I was like, oh, well... I know how that's going to play into it.
I knew it was going to be, like, some random... mystery thing that nobody, like, she's got to figure something out, but I didn't know that they were going with the whole, New York beat cop kind of...
I wasn't going to...
Film noir is what it was.
Yeah.
Well, yes, I know that, but I didn't... Whatever. So, I really liked it. It wasn't obvious for me, but then again, I'm slow as dirt sometimes when it comes to picking up things and shows.
I went into this episode without knowing its name, so I was really pleasantly surprised.
And so, anyway, we get to the ballroom, and like we see all these Wonderbolts there in random, sort of vague outfits, all being just, hey, it's a different mane. They're a completely different pony, which kind of feels like a cop out sometimes with like character development.
Yeah, how about we not have the Spitfire lookalike talk about Spitfire? How about we just never refer to Blaze ever as a character and just pretend they don't exist?
Yeah, that's seriously like bad idea.
They don't look much different. They don't look any. And also, can someone give fucking Spitfire a lozenge or something? Jesus Christ, girl.
Yeah,
like I know she had a scratchy voice originally, but Jesus Christ.
It's like Jesus, dude.
I didn't think of it as annoying, like ever. Like back in like.
It should be the Wonderbolt Academy voice.
Yeah, back in Wonderbolt Academy, she wasn't annoying, and like she wasn't annoying at the Great Galloping Gala, but that was like a different voice actress. This time she shows up, and man, she's fucking apparently dying of throat cancer.
Yeah. Also, I love the fact that like Rarity gets that one thing on her dress, and all of a sudden she says, "Oh, here's another trunk. Boop boop, done. New outfit." I'm like, Jesus Christ, Rarity. Like, get your, like, why? What?
She did a lot of
well, obviously because she expected something like that to happen.
Clearly.
That is obviously why. She was prepared, motherfucker.
Yeah.
And then we meet old World War I veteran looking motherfucker.
Looking at him, I'm like, please tell me this motherfucker's voiced by, like, Nolan North or some shit like that, because that would just, like, take the fucking cake.
No, then I would just turn the episode off.
And be like, well,
gross.
Fucking ruined.
Yeah. What? Now you want Troy Baker to be in My Little Pony as well? Get the fuck out.
Who the fuck's Troy Baker?
Seriously?
The name escapes me.
He's like the voice of just about every protagonist. Right now, he's the voice of Ocelot. He's been the voice of like every fucking protagonist that isn't voiced by Nolan North.
Oh, okay. I did not know that.
Also, I find it interesting the fact that whatever the fuck his name is, the veteran dude, his coat color is so close to Rainbow Dash's.
Yeah, that was
so
weird.
fucking close to Rainbow Dash's.
Like, what are you, her uncle?
Yeah,
like,
I was gonna say it's like her
grandpa.
It's like her grandpa or some shit.
It's like it's supposed to be her real father or some shit like that. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit?
I'm a little upset that he didn't maintain being a good person the entire time.
Yeah. It would have been nice if... Yeah, go ahead.
I felt like it was kind of a cop-out, the end. I mean, I liked the ending of this episode, but I felt it was like a cop-out what they did with him.
Yeah.
And it didn't really fit. Like, is that a raspy voice? Is his voice a raspy voice? Because
it kind of is.
Not in comparison to Rainbow Dash?
He probably was trying to imitate Rainbow Dash.
I don't know.
Because he's trying to frame her.
Yeah, I don't think he can do a good Rainbow Dash imitation.
Yeah, given that nobody can do a good Rainbow Dash imitation.
I honestly thought with like the mystery coming up that Spitfire was staging her own disappearance because it was the only thing that made any sense whatsoever.
It kind of did, and I was like, what if she did do it? Like, she's too, like, up in her head about the fact that she's the one that's got to fly with, what's his putz?
Yeah, and I thought that would have been, like, a cool idea, is, like, Spitfire doesn't want to deal with what could be an accident with a lead Wonderbolt, so she's going to dump it on the rookie, and I was like, oh, that's kind of an interesting concept. Oh, no, it was just an old-timer thinking he can keep up with them youngins, and get the fuck out of here with your generic, boring dialogue and garbage fucking ideas. I would have gotten away with it, too, if it wasn't for you meddling horses.
Yes. I also found that, like, Rainbow Dash this episode's, like, bragging was not really true to her character, or not really bragging, but her, like, excitement for things happening were almost off and not real to her character. It was like she was very much like, oh yeah, like
you mean like Rainbow Dash?
It doesn't, I don't know, it just felt like it was wrong for her, though.
I don't know. I think Rainbow Dash was really in character this episode.
This is approaching the pinnacle of what she's been trying to achieve for her entire life, and she's a bragger.
She's an athletic pony who wants to be the best there is,
and a braggart.
Yeah,
I guess.
Hey, if you were the best flyer in Equestria, or you were the best at something in your country, I think you would brag too.
I think I'm the best host of an OC review podcast. I don't see me bragging about it.
Yeah, I mean, we have gotten press passes when we probably don't deserve them.
This is true. But anyway, so after they tried pinning it on Rainbow Dash and suspecting her for no fucking reason,
no, from their point of view, it makes a lot of sense.
No, from our point of view, it makes a lot of sense. What if there was somebody else on the team that had motives or whatever?
Why? What motive? Rainbow Dash characters are. No. Rainbow Dash replaces Spitfire in the tryouts. She is the reserve member. So
she's the reserve for anybody missing.
She's a reserve. Yeah, anybody missing. No one else is missing but Spitfire. And Spitfire's the one away on a suspicious note. I would suspect Rainbow Dash if I didn't know the full situation. In fact, she's only not suspicious because we've seen everything from the episode.
Also, wouldn't it make sense also the fact that if Spitfire went away, that they would literally just bump everybody up the chain of command instead of putting the rookie in the head lead spot?
There's a difference between a normal rookie and then Rainbow Dash, who has proven herself time and time again.
That also, the point isn't necessarily of what spot she fills in the show, it's just the being in the show. It is not,
she wasn't going to...
The position is very arbitrary.
Yeah, it's like she wasn't going to be in the show, and now she's in the show, and she was really excited about being in the show and being with the new guy, or the old guy.
Yeah, also...
So all of a sudden, Spitfire goes missing on a mysterious note about her mom, and then her mom shows up. Who's the most likely suspect?
Also, I just want to say, what was his name? What the fuck was the guy's name? I'm trying to remember.
I don't fucking know.
Fucking
Harry McDangerfield? I don't know.
Windrider. Windrider is the one who pretty much insinuates that it was Rainbow Dash.
This is true. Like he's the first one to call it out.
He's like probably because Soren's like maybe it was somebody who'd want to get her out of the show, and Rainbow Dash is like, who would want to do that? And he's like, maybe somebody wants to take her place. And then suddenly, since this like veteran guy is making this insinuation, people are like, therefore it's probably Rainbow Dash.
Yeah.
Also, I liked how Soren was the one who wasn't being replaced this time.
I like the fact that Soren was competent.
I was kind of hoping that Soren was the one who sent the letter.
It was like
fucking revenge on you, Spitfire, you piece of shit. I saw what you did at fucking Rainbow Falls.
When they said it's like, oh, unless somebody gets hurt or whatever, and I'm like, Soren's gonna get hurt. It was like, oh, Soren's gonna do it. Fuck off, Soren. Nobody cares. Or something like that. I don't know. Soren.
Also, he's always tired. I wonder why.
Because he's got to deal with your shit.
My shit. I don't do anything.
I don't know. The fucking Rainbow Dash or whatever. This crap of like things going down or whatever when Spitfire. I
have no idea what the fuck you just said. Anyway, it was literally just a combination of words. I don't think you understood.
Moving on, Rarity starts doing the thing. So she starts investigating or whatever, and she lines up like the 3 guards, trying to like interrogate them and find out information and whatnot. By the most weird and obvious thing. Like, if those guards were really doing their job, it would have been like, oh, yeah, that's right. We were here this whole time. Oh, something bad happened? Okay, well, actually, here's what went down. Like, why wouldn't they be like, yeah, actually, no, that is weird. It's really suspicious that this happened. These guards are like, no, we totally were here the whole time. Don't fucking question us.
Because they were there the whole time, besides the one time they got cake. Which is what she told them. Which is what they told her. We were here the whole time, except for when we went to get cake.
After she then had to be like, well, it must be so hard. Well, actually, now that you think about it, it's like, It's a fucking cake. Like, why didn't you say that? Why didn't you be like, oh,
It's also
yeah,
like a 14-hour shift.
They're probably not supposed to take breaks, and he probably didn't want to admit to taking a break because that would be both like him not doing his job, a sign of weakness, and other shit like that. They're probably not supposed to do that.
Well, still, it's probably going to help out find this missing individual, so a guard would
but
probably
Rarity's
give up that information.
Rarity's no fucking badge-wearing actual detective.
Well, then why would they be in that room to begin with, though?
Because it's a fucking cartoon.
There you go.
Also, you skipped the entire, first, big part of the actual noir thing and skipped straight into that.
What part am I missing?
Well, just the whole, actually going around collecting things and looking at things.
Yeah, she goes walking around the room, finds the hair, and finds out that there's a cupboard, or not the cupboard, the curtain, that has, the thing untied.
Yeah.
That's minor detail. Though, yes, I did admit that it was, odd that it was. I was like, those are fucking cut. Why would... Clearly somebody snipped them off. I don't know.
Also, one thing I really like that I just with the way they're doing the whole noir thing is I love the way that it'll go from this calm jazz, just relaxing black and white, and then back into pony hardcore. Mm-hmm. Also, facial expressions were great during this episode, and
oh my god, they were so good.
Specifically, Rainbow and Rarity need to have more episodes together because they play off each other well, and I don't think they've had an episode where it was just them.
Yeah.
Which is odd. 5 seasons, and we've only now gotten a Rainbow Rarity episode.
Rare.
Well, I mean, this honestly feels like a Season 2 episode, though.
Yeah. Better animated Season 2 episode.
Wasn't that what we said about the last one?
I don't fucking know.
Man, these two are, perfect together.
Yeah. It works off each other very well. So... After walking all over town trying to find out information about the fucking cake and the scarf and doing all that shit and being like, well, that raspy voice kind of like you, actually. You're not helping, kind of thing. They finally go back to the fucking room where everyone's sitting around doing nothing, I guess. Sure.
No, they're waiting for the verdict.
Yeah.
I mean, what are they going to do?
Practice? Go off and try to find out wherever the hell Sunset is.
Sunset?
Not Sunset. Fucking
She's
Spitfire.
in the fucking Equestria Girls.
Spitfire.
I thought that's what they were doing. They return later and there's she's not at her house.
I don't know. Whatever they're doing, sitting around doing nothing. But only to lay down all the details and whatnot and grainy backstories and blah 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 of whatever's going on. To confront Windrider and be like, "Ha! You're the asshole."
At what point did he cut her hair?
I don't know. That's one thing that they never explain. It's when did you have the chance just to snip off a little bit of her hair when she was asleep or something?
I mean, we do know that she's a heavy sleeper.
Yeah. It just fucking pass out right away. So you could technically insinuate that he did it then.
Yeah, but also I don't think he can do a Rainbow Dash raspy voice. I honestly doubt that he could.
Maybe.
Because his voice was pretty silky smooth, old man. I
wouldn't say silky smooth. I'd say it rich. I don't know. Fuck if I know. Anyway, where was I going with this? To go off your point earlier, Commander, Jesus fuck, these faces.
The facial expressions and animation of them this season, and specifically since coming back from this hiatus, has been superb in my opinion. It feels a lot
Rainbow always gets the best faces.
Well, I mean, even some of the faces that Rarity was making, they are able to have such a wide range of facial expressions that they never really had until this point. Even Season 4 was pale in comparison.
Faces and poses, I believe.
And poses.
It's like there's a lot of times where like it was either Rainbow Dash like leaning up against the desk, and it was a completely different, unique body style that we haven't seen on this show at all, and then like just the way that their mannerisms have slightly changed as well as they're getting better and whatnot. It's like a little more different and fluid and very unique.
Yeah, I feel like we got a bit of more paranoid Dash. Like, I loved the line where she was like, I don't even know what I do in my sleep.
Yeah, her eyes are like different sizes. Her face is all kind of like distorted. That's one of my favorite faces from this.
Yeah, I mean, it's true. I don't know what I do when I sleep. I could easily be doing stuff when I'm sleeping.
It wasn't until go ahead.
And I thought like that was going to be the twist at the end, that Rainbow Dash like slept walked this, and I was like, oh, that's kind of lame.
That would be. Yeah.
It's worse than the actual. It would be worse than the actual ending, but fuck, I would have at least called it then, not given this new guy the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah,
I mean.
So were we not going to talk about the fact that Spitfire's mom looks way too close to actual Spitfire?
You resemble
the
your
same cutie
parents.
In the same hairstyle.
Resembling your genetic pattern.
To a T, though. Like, literally almost everything about Spitfire looks exactly like Spitfire's mom. It's weird.
I mean, except for their body type.
Well, obviously, because she's older. Anyway, so... Rainbow Dash flies off to go fetch Spitfire from a place that there's no way she could possibly go off and get there and back in time. It's too late. Well, if she totally does it anyway.
Fuck you, it's Rainbow Dash, yeah.
Yeah, fuck you, it's Rainbow Dash. So, and then she comes back, does whatever, and it's like, well...
Spitfire shows us again why she needs a fucking lozenge, because, like... Her voice does not match her expressions in that moment. Like, she gets there and she's, like, all exhausted. And then she takes off her goggles. And then she starts speaking. And I'm like, what the fuck happened to your voice?
She clearly is dehydrated from all that flying in the cold north. And so we get back. She gets back and immediately is like, well, Flynn, I guess everything's back to normal, all right, blah, blah, blah. I guess I'll just go sit in the stands. And then she's like, wait. We still need a sit-in because Flynn Rider is no longer Wonderbolt. Aww.
Wonderbolt's
so he
dropping
gets
like
booted
fucking
out.
Flies now.
Yeah.
Everyone's getting fired.
Is it like a part of the training regiment that all Wonderbolts are supposed to be fucking assholes?
No?
I'm pretty sure that is, because a lot of the Wonderbolts have become massive assholes.
Hey, guess what? There's a lot of fucking military buffs out there who are fucking assholes. There's a lot of athletes out there who are fucking assholes. Combine them together, guess what? You get a shitload of assholes.
There are a lot of assholes out there. But it just seems like in relationship to ponies, there's a lot more assholes in, like, higher positions.
Cloudsdale? The most dickish city... Like, Pegasi, our main Pegasi city is Cloudsdale, and Cloudsdale is a super competitive, super aggressive city.
You can say that about Canterlot, but we've been proven otherwise.
Well, Canterlot is a snooty city, not really super aggressive.
Anyway, so... Yeah, so blah, 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 Flynn Rider, you're out, Rainbow Dash is in, and then she gets to do the whole, like, yay, I'm flying with the Wonderbolts thing, while Rarity monologues to herself, only to realize that she's not actually monologuing to herself, she's actually talking to Spitfire's mother, again, in some random whatever, blah, blah, blah
And then
thing.
multiple audience members complained that they came here to see a classic Wonderbolts in action, and then there were riots in the street, and everyone blamed Princess Twilight.
Yeah. Sorry. Too bad. Fuck you.
I liked the music at the end, just having that calm jazz. She's leading out of the episode.
It was so good. It was just like, yeah. Just kind of, smooth.
Yes.
Yeah. It was good stuff. I really liked this episode. I felt like it was a nice continuation of last week's episode.
Yeah. I think they pulled that. They pulled in continuity better. The last two episodes have involved the main characters addressing part of like what their overall story and like of what they've been trying to achieve for the entirety of the show. And
I mean, if this keeps up, like the Applejack episode will be like a minute long.
Yeah, I know, right?
I like working on the farm.
Guess
My
what? You're already
Little
there.
Pony.
That's it. Done. Show's over.
But I do really hope that they continue for at least. I mean, the two biggest ones that have.
And what would Twilight be?
For, well,
Twilight.
Nothing episode
I still
again.
enjoy friendship, my little.
I don't know, but I'm very glad that they've done this with Rainbow Dash and with Rarity, and I hope they find some way. Maybe by the end of the season, the CMC will have their cutie marks or some shit.
Don't get too crazy. I mean, like, that would have been leaked by now.
Oh my god. So, that's pretty much it for this episode. Apparently, next week's episode is Made in Manhattan. The map sends Applejack and Rarity to Manhattan to help Coco Plamel.
Another Rarity episode?
Another Rarity episode.
Man, is this like the writers being like, yeah, sorry for all those not Rarity episodes. Here's an entire fucking season of her.
I'm just like, Jesus Christ, guys.
Calm down on the Rarity.
You got a Rarity episode. You got a Rarity Rarity Rainbow Dash episode.
It's just Tabitha St. Germain and Ashley Ball episodes.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
got a Rare Jack episode.
This week's episode was written by Megan McCarthy, Emma Larson, Joanna Lewis, and Christina Sanko, Joanna Lewis, and Christina Sanko.
I blame everything that's good about this episode on M.A. Larson, and everything I don't like on everything else.
You would blame everything bad in this episode on the wonderful Megan McCarthy? You would do that?
Yes.
Cold-blooded, Medi. Cold-blooded.
Okay.
Fucking heel turn of the century.
Is that a heel turn?
I don't know. Is it?
I think it's
a
a pretty
wrestling
good.
guy.
I mean, like, is M.A. Larson like a heel as well? I mean,
No. I mean, he's a good guy.
he's a fan. He's a face. I'm aligning myself with the top baby face.
Sure. I'm confused about your wrestling terms, and I opened up a can of worms that I was not ready for. So anyway, that being said, if you're really easily offended, do not watch. No.
If not, feel free to join us for this week's show.
Yeah.
I'm Mummified Thunderbirds, and I'm a fucking huge fan.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Hi, I'm
do
Commander
we just
Sparkle.
not know how to end or begin this show?
Because this is like the other episode. I never know how to do this shit. But, yeah, so that's it for this one. Come back for the next one. We'll be here fucking the same bat channel.
Yeah.
My name is Mummified Thunderbirds. I've been joined by...
Commander Sparkle.
Medi Bobo.
And you're OC Stuff.